success. This was Moreno.
Cool. Good morning, BNI.
Morning.
I just want to start off by saying that I find it a very big privilege to be a part of this group. It has been a huge accelerant for my business and for me personally. Huge shout out to Nathan. If y'all don't know, he is the reason I am here. We go to the same church together, and one day after band rehearsal, we just got to talking about life. And he invited me over, and things have changed since then. So thank you for that. So my name is Angel. My company is Next Vision Wraps. We focus on commercial wraps and storefront signage. I'm sure you guys have seen this logo. I also have a few others. Not quite sure which one I want to stick with, so you might just see them float here and there between whatever. Yeah, so this is me. So I wasn't quite sure how to do this presentation because 10 minutes is not a lot of time, and I have a lot of things to say. I've also seen the structure that most of y'all carry through your presentation. I like them, it's cute, whatever. I figured the best way for y'all to get to know me through 10 minutes is to answer 5 simple questions, right? Who, what, when, where, and why. So who? Me. If y'all don't know me, please get to know me, schedule a 1-to-1. Right, for the slide, I figured I'd play a quick little true truths and a lie type deal. I'm not going to tell you which one is a lie. If you do want to figure that out, like I said, schedule that 1-to-1, please. Fun fact number 1, I spent a few nights in jail, and this wasn't because I was playing a long game of Monopoly, right? Fun fact number 2, this one's pretty interesting. The age difference between me and my mom is the same age difference between me and my youngest sister. Yeah, so y'all do some math or whatever. And then, fun fact number 3, I was a professional babysitter for 5+ years, AKA a stay-at-home dad. Yeah, so.
Can't babysit your babies.
Yeah. All right, so what is it that I do? Like I said, I do commercial wraps and storefront signage. Can't really, man, this is so small, man. I like to focus on wraps a lot. To be totally honest, Alan and I have a few crossover things, right? I also offer pop-up banners and tents and table throws and stuff like that. But looking over my business the last year, I realized that I make a lot more money this way. And I'm really efficient at doing this. I also find it a lot of fun to be able to pick up a vehicle or have somebody drop it off, and when they come pick it up, they're just, this is mine. So for me, it's personally really fulfilling to do vehicle wraps. So that is what I do. What does that look like? A lot of people ask me, like, what's the turnaround time? I have this truck, I want this color, what does it look like? And so to give you an idea of what the process looks like, right? Ideally, let's say Darren comes up to me and says, hey, I got my Bronco, I want it wraps. Perfect. First thing I got to figure out is, are we doing a color change, or are we putting some graphics on your vehicle, right? If we're doing a color change, pretty simple. I got to measure your vehicle, or I have templates online that lets me know precisely how big your vehicle is. Secondly, we got to figure out what kind of color you want, right? I've made the mistake of having people approach me saying, hey, I bought this off Amazon. I'd like to stick it on my vehicle, and I say, bet, come over here, I'll slap it on. That's a mistake, right? I don't know how old that material is. I don't know the quality of it. Most of the time, I have to redo it, and it's just a waste of time, right? So if you want to wrap, I work with a couple vinyl manufacturers, right? And I'll let you pick from those. Outside of that, color change, decide on the vinyl, I order the material, I schedule you, and I install. Pretty simple. I am about 2 to 3 weeks out, so if you want something done tomorrow, not happening, right? Or it can happen, right, but it's going to cost you just a little bit. Yep, everything comes at a cost, right? Let's say you want some graphics done on your vehicle. So you have a small company, you want to put your logo on or whatever. This process looks a little bit different because I will be introducing you to a graphic designer, right? As skilled as I am, I don't do graphic design. My mind has too many other slides to roll and stuff to fill. I'd like to learn it. Honestly, I don't have the capability or the capacity, I should say. So if you would like a design on your Bronco, Yeah, I would introduce you to my friend Rebecca or my friend Darren or my friend Donovan. I have a few designers that you can work with depending on what the project is. They'll call you, they'll get an idea of what you want to do, right? They will send you a mock-up of what the project will look like once it's finished. Let's say you want to change the font, you want to move the color or whatever. We could do that back and forth. This, I will tell you, takes the longest amount of time, right? When people ask, hey, how quick can we turn this around? Ideally, you tell me I want a design done. I get a mock-up to you within 24 hours, right? But the ping pong between you and the designer can last forever, right? And honestly, I want it to last as long as it needs to last, because I don't want to hit print, install something on your vehicle, and then you say, oh, you know what? That color is a little off, right? That orange, yeah. And you know what? I've had someone in this group, I've done their vehicle, and they said, yeah, she's like, that's not the right orange. So took it off, had to redo it. So that's one of those things that I'm trying to avoid, right? So let's take our time with the design and do it right. So once the design mock-up is sent to you, you give revisions, as many as you like, right? Once that is approved, I will go ahead and print, schedule, and then do the install, right? So these are the one of two different paths that you could take when you come to me and say you want to do a wrap. Pretty simple, I think. So when and where, pretty standard stuff. I work Monday through Friday, 6 to 3, right? I'm an early bird. I say 3 p.m. is the end because that's usually by the time I have to pick up my kids. I got a couple of those, and they are my priority. I could always make money. I can't always be with my children, right? So I will be with them. Never Sundays. Sunday is a family day, right? So you can come to me and say, hey, my name's Justin Bieber, and I have a thing. I want you to wrap it chrome, right? It needs to be done by Monday, and it's a Saturday. I'm not doing it, buddy. Doesn't matter how much you're going to be paying me. I'm not touching it. Sundays are for me and my family. Where? Well, that's where my shop is at. If you haven't visited my shop, you're always welcome to. Just give me a ring. Call me beforehand because I'm usually running around town and I'm not always at my shops, right? Let's say you do have a wrap project that is pretty simple. I will go out to you and do that install on site, right? For free, for the most part, unless like you're totally out there. So when and where, that is when and where. Okay, now why? Why do I do this? Yeah. Is it for money? It's not. It's not. One of the things I've been thinking a lot about, and I've been waiting on this, and it hasn't happened yet, right? Because my slogan is, we make your vision our mission. I never had somebody ask what my vision is. What is my why? It's not money. Is it my family? To provide a better life for them? No, that's not. It really isn't. I don't have to work to provide a good life for my family. So I'm blessed enough that I'm just blessed. I'm really blessed. So I don't have to run this business to give them a better life, to provide something that we're not lacking anything. We're really not. Thank you, God. So it's not for that. I'm going to bring down that X. I love my family. The reason I am doing all of this is because I want to build a better tomorrow, right? Not a better tomorrow for me, not a better tomorrow for my family, a better tomorrow for everybody, right? I'd like to, like it says here, create a solid institution that offers mentorship and opportunities for people. I need to make this company grow so I can have people come into my shop, learn how to grow and be professionals, how to learn what a true work ethic is, to understand what it means to stand behind your work, to learn accountability, and then move on and continue to bless people. I've been blessed. Thank you, God, for my blessing, and I'd like to pass on my blessing. I know this skill really well, the wrapping, right, on vehicles. And for the longest time, I didn't think it was like that important, and I couldn't change the world with it, right? And maybe I can't change the world, but I have a little art in there, and I can tend to this art, right? So my goal is to make this grow so I can take people underneath my wing, to help them grow, to mature, to become the person that they're supposed to be, and move on. Thank you. Questions?
How long does it last? How easily is it damaged? And can it be repaired?
Okay, how long does it last? 5 to 7 years, it is average. If you do a color change, especially the color black here in the sun, I'm gonna cut that in half. Yeah. How easily is it damaged? It holds up pretty good to like little scrapes, rock chips and stuff like this. If for some reason it is damaged, I could take it off. Here's another thing, if I do an install for y'all, I will take it off for free, right? Just don't give it 9 years because then that's a pain, but yeah, I'll take it off and then pretty easy to replace, honestly. Anything that I print, if I do graphics on your vehicles, I have those graphics for the lifetime, right? So maintenance matters. It doesn't matter how many times they buy a vehicle or what vehicle they buy, I just change the graphics. Right, go.
What about a temporary sign? Magnet on and off after full wrap?
So I do magnets. I ask people not to do those because they fly off pretty easily. Right? I try to focus on the things that work and the things that I know. Yeah.
Wrap just the door.
Yeah. You could just wrap the door. Yeah. There's options. Or the rear window procedures.
Like you don't have to wrap the whole vehicle. So below that too.
Yep. Yeah, so you don't necessarily have to do a full wrap, right? I do offer partial wraps. Part of the way that I charge people is by square footage. This is why I need to know what kind of vehicle that you're looking at, what kind of wrap they're looking at, whether it's graphics or this. And then design, like I said, that takes the most part. So once the design is finalized, move forward. One last one.
Weirdest thing you've ever wrapped?
Right.
Man, I have kids. Yeah, they come to me like, hey, did you wrap this? So I haven't wrapped a gun or a chainsaw, but this week, right? So I'll sorry.
You have a gallery of your work.
Not a full gallery because it expands over 10 plus years.
I see.
Yeah.
You call it a rap album?
So it's, I'll let you know when I drop my rap album. That's right. Perfect. All right. Thank you, everybody.